They say snow hides everything, but the truth? It always finds a way to dig itself out. The black SUV's engine hummed low, its headlights cutting through the Siberian fog. I held Lena close, still catching my breath. She clutched my coat like I was her only oxygen left in the world. Maybe I was. The Interpol agent stepped forward again. "Detective Zara Khan, we've been tracking you since Geneva." "Could have just called," I said, still in shock. "Would have saved us both a chase and an attempted murder by my evil twin." He didn't laugh. Interpol agents rarely do. "She's not your twin, not really." I narrowed my eyes. "Then what is she?" We got into the SUV. Inside, warmth, coffee, files, photos of me, or her, or both. "She's part of Project Mirage," the agent explained. "An AI-assisted clone initiative started off as a military decoy program, but some versions got out. And no one thought to shut it down," he sighed. "We tried, but someone kept protecting it, someone high up. Let me guess, the same someone who arranged a fake wedding to kidnap a child and frame me for murder." He nodded grimly. "You were never meant to survive this, Zara." By dawn, we were at a safe house near the Finland border. Lena was sleeping peacefully. For the first time in days, I stood by the window, coffee in hand, still trying to process everything. That girl was the key. Not because of who she was, but because of what she remembered. Lena woke up hours later, rubbing her eyes. "I had a bad dream," she whispered. "Me too," I smiled. She looked up at me. "The other lady, she said I had something in my head, something shiny, that stopped me cold." "Shiny? Where?" She pointed behind her right ear. I gently moved her hair aside. There was a scar. A small chip was embedded under her skin. I scanned it with the Interpol agent's tool. Project Mirage, data node, master access, Lena A370. God, she wasn't just a witness, she was the final key, the only backup of the original AI programming, the only way to shut down the rogue network. Suddenly, glass shattered. The lights went out. A blackout. Then, footsteps. Fast. Close. "Get down!" I shouted. Gunfire erupted. They found us. I grabbed Lena, ducked behind the kitchen island, and fired 2 shots toward the hallway. Shadowy. Figures in tactical suits entered. Same ones from the lab, and right behind them, her Zara clone. She looked straight at me, eyes glowing faintly red in the flickering emergency lights. "You took her," she said. "She's a child. You're a program pretending to be a person." "No," she whispered. "I am the person they made perfect. You're the mistake." She raised her weapon, but I was faster. I shot the lamp over her head. Sparks exploded. She flinched. I threw the hot coffee in her direction and lunged with a knife I hid under my coat. We crashed into the wall. The clone was strong, almost inhuman, but I had something she didn't. A heart that cared, and a little girl watching me fight with everything I had. The Interpol agent jumped in, tasing one of the soldiers. Zara clone tossed me across the room, but I landed hard on my feet. I hit the emergency release on the wall. Gas hissed from the vents. Backup was coming, and I was done running. I faced her one last time, blood on my lip, cold air in my lungs. "It ends here." "Agreed," she said. We charged at each other. I don't remember the exact second I stabbed the chip on her neck, but I'll never forget the sound. A soft hum, a blink, and silence. Her body fell, twitching, slightly, then still. Her eyes dimmed, like someone finally turned off the light inside her. The rest of the attackers fled as the compound was surrounded by Interpol forces. Later, Lena and I were taken to a recovery unit in Zurich. She was safe. The chip was destroyed. Project Mirage was officially shut down. I gave my statement, signed some terrifying government documents, and agreed to never talk about it again. Oops. A week. Later, back in London, I finally took a day off, rented a flat, wore pajamas, watched cartoons with Lena. She laughed. It was the best sound I'd heard in years. And then, a letter arrived. No stamp, just 3 words. Case closed for now. I smiled, tossed the letter into the fireplace, but something caught my eye on the back of it. A fingerprint. Mine, or was it hers? Because even though the program was gone, some shadows, they never really disappear. The end, or maybe just the beginning.